just like making up people. I don't know who this is yet. It's really fun to draw and make up people. Uh-oh, not enough room for the feet, I don't think, if I keep it in proportion. Let's see if I can find a way to get one foot in there at least. It's really relaxing drawing. So drawing can be also a meditation method, and I draw all the time, so I'm really loose. I can be loose and, you know, kind of just go into a daydream. And making marks is really something that is natural for us as people. Our imagination, our creativity is just so important. So now I'm going to switch and use my non-dominant hand and close my eyes and see what happens around this figure I drew. Because when we stream draw, people like to call drawings like this a scribble or a doodle, but actually it's something really profound happening, because you're making a mark, you're being creative, and you're letting yourself be loose. So all right, so now I open my eyes, switch my hand back to the still working on this, to the right hand, which is dominant, and let's explore in here. What do we see? See how these marks have such personalities? This is really makes me nervous. These marks just feel like nervousness. And then these are really flowy. And then I could just color these in and continue this meditation, because it feels really good to keep drawing without thinking at all. I don't have to think. But if I want to use this drawing as an intuitive tool, this part, not really. This part just got me into a happy place because I like to draw. This, though, is an intuitive tool, and you start to use your imagination in ways that can really be enlightening. That looks like a Dutch woman with a ladle. Maybe it's got a message in it about the days of old, you know? This looks like a shark's tooth. So what you do when you stream draw is you make a note. So Dutch, and then ladle. What did that mean? What could that mean to me? If you have a ladle, you have something to eat, you know? I need to imagine to myself and think to myself, what does Holland symbolize for me? Or what does the days when life was a lot less complicated in a way than it is now? You know, you had to light a candle when it got dark, and now it's so different. So going back in time, there must be a message here that I can explore, and it's really nice to do that. Sometimes an image comes that makes you do that. Sometimes it's just the personality of the lines, like these that I said make me feel nervous a little bit. There's just something there. And then look how that touches that. That's different. That's like the personality in this line and these. It's almost like when we soothe ourselves, or when I'm nervous and someone gently connects with me. So these lines themselves have intuitive content in them. And so they evoke feeling. So I don't have to even look at images and come up with what the symbols are based on images that I see. But it is like a dream, and so the lines and shapes and forms will talk, as well as they will show us imagery that we may find recognizable, and then we can explore the meaning, just like in a dream. So this is a shark's tooth. I know what it means because I remember when I first, found shark's teeth. I was in a relationship that was really hard. This is going back many, many years ago. So that I have to meditate on. Shark's teeth, learning through hard situations, that kind of theme. Sharks are very symbolic too. We try to avoid sharks, don't we? And then there's a number 6 here. I have number symbology. I can look up what people say number 6 means. I have my own symbols. This looks like my little dog. When my dog is tired, my dog is getting old, and so it kind of worries me. Not so sweet. And dogs symbolize loyalty, companionship, protection. They feel like their job is to protect us. They are innocent. They stay like a toddler their whole lives. So they need us to protect them too. So that's loaded with symbology. And there's another animal of some kind here. So it's fun to explore symbology. This is a backwards number 4. That's interesting. Number 4 is also, for me, we can look that up and find general symbology for that. For me, it also represents security. This kind of number 4 is different from this kind. Totally different feelings. You got some openness here, and then this is very certain. So, but basically with stream drawing, you are letting yourself be loose, drawing. Again, I did these marks with my non-dominant hand and with my eyes closed, and then I just play with it. So stream drawing lets you go into a stream of consciousness flow, much like entering a dream, and then exploring all the intuitive messages that are given in the lines and shapes and forms. And they may come through recognizable imagery that you then explore intuitively to see what they could mean for you. And it is for you. It's not for someone else to comment on unless you invite them to. No one is allowed to analyze your drawing. But you may also just have fun coloring in shapes and just go with the feelings that the drawing represents. And if you want to know more about intuitive stream drawing, then please go to ElaineClayton.com. If you look at this book, The Way of the Empath, Discover the Art of Intuitive Drawing, is also another book, Making Marks, Discover the Art of Intuitive Drawing. Both books, this one, The Way of the Empath, just came out, and it has a few different ways to draw intuitively. Remember, you're a born creator. You're born to make your mark on the world. So don't hesitate to find some creative outlet and play and have fun. Look at the sunlight on this person. I have a lot to do to go back in these and explore what might be happening in this. ElaineClayton.com.